Welcome to Aguas Calientes!
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Sacred Valley Adventures, where my wife Vanessa and I travel throughout the magical country of Peru, deep into the Andes Mountains to discover the real beauty of Peru. Vámonos! To reach Aguas Calientes, our journey first took us through Ollantaytambo, a beautiful town that we actually previously visited in the Sacred Valley, which has its own ruins that are really beautiful and impressive. Definitely worth stopping by if you can. But here at Ollantaytambo, we got some quick food to fill up our belly, and being the gentleman I am, I respected my wife's wishes and I did not film her face in the morning. Okay, I'll try my best. And from Ollantaytambo, we boarded the Machu Picchu train, which was by far the most luxurious method of transportation we've taken thus far in Peru, as we normally take colectivos. But from the train, I did some work and got some beautiful views of the Urubamba River and the scenery, which was becoming more green and definitely a little bit more of a jungle atmosphere. We made it, everybody! We're at Machu Picchu! Just kidding, we're in Aguas Calientes. Close, but not quite. So first impressions of Aguas Calientes. It is gorgeous. So much more green and warm and tropical than Cusco. They're both beautiful, but this almost makes you feel like I'm back in Hawaii. These mountains are so green and lush. It's more humid. This rushing water is so strong. Absolutely beautiful. We gotta check into our Airbnb though, and then hopefully we get some hot springs tonight. Alright everybody, so we've made it to our hotel in Aguas Calientes. It's called the Hotel, let me just double check. What's on here? It's Hotel Machu Picchu Inn. And so far, we're on the 4th floor, so gotta go up some stairs. Nothing we're not used to with our place in Cusco, having to go up like over 100 some stairs. Let me show you the views though from the room, as you might already be able to hear the river. Because it's a gorgeous town in Aguas Calientes. So as you can tell, these views are pretty crazy, although this like electric pole is in the way of the waterfall. A little bit of a shame. I just love the green, lush mountains and how the clouds sometimes partly cover it, but show a lot of it still. Beautiful town here. Let's see what we can get into. We are checking out tomorrow to explore Machu Picchu and then leaving for a night train. Gonna do some stuff between then and now, obviously. So this plaza is so gorgeous here in Aguas Calientes, and I saw this little sculpture and it looked really interesting, so I read the plaque, and the information behind it is that there was a really big mudslide back in 1947 that destroyed a lot of Aguas Calientes, and some people died. What happened along the way was during the rock slide, or the mudslide, a lot of rocks blocked more mud coming down to ruin the town. So this is supposed to be kind of a metaphor for the rock protecting this child from potentially being injured by more of the mudslide. So really cool depiction. Didn't know that that historic event happened, and didn't know the art had very interesting symbolism behind it. Alright everybody, so we finally did it. We are on our way to our first hot spring here in Peru. I haven't been to a hot spring since Colorado when I turned at the spry age of 22, I think, which is 3 years ago already. Can't believe it. Almost 4, shit. Maybe I turned 23, who knows? Anyway, entry is 20 soles for foreigners, which is about $5. Not too bad. We're gonna have a nice scenic walk right by this river, and I think a waterfall is even included in the price. I've heard mixed bag of reviews. A lot of it are probably from Westerners expecting something and getting a different experience. So stay tuned as we do some relaxing in the beautiful subtropical Aguas Calientes in Peru. Another really cool thing about this walk to the hot springs, or Banos Termanales in Aguas Calientes, is there's lots of sculptures along the way, and there's informational plaques in English which explain the sculptures, and many of them have important relevance and significance to Incan traditions and cultures and history. So you can learn more about the local population, their history and their values and their stories on your way to a really cool place. The craziest thing about this is only like 3 hours or so from Cusco, which is such a completely different place. It's high up in the mountains, it's a lot more dry and a lot colder. And now we're here, it feels like we're in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, walking through like a rainforest with waterfalls. And I see the Aguas Termanales in front of us. But anyway, just so crazy how drastic the scenery has changed in the same like city-state that is Cusco.
So as you can see, we have reached the hot springs, but we wanted to continue to adventure a little bit more because there's actually a waterfall that's only about a 12-minute hike from the hot springs, and the hiking trail is really beautiful. It takes you through more of that beautiful, lush green jungle atmosphere that I was loving in Aguas Calientes. And eventually, after passing through the river, and it's not that hard, it's a little bit uphill but not super bad, you will reach this beautiful, magnificent waterfall that is so powerful and worth seeing. As you can see, I attempted to get in the waterfall, but it was really slippery and a bit chilly.
Oh my god, so cool. That waterfall is crazy powerful. And as you can see, Vanessa and I just barely beat the group of tourists. Damn gringos. Always have to ruin everything. Hi everybody, we're gonna try and find a spot in these packed thermal baths here at Aguas Calientes. But first we need to shower. Hopefully they're not as cold as they were in Tulum. So the water was warm at first and it got quickly cold. Enough to just rinse off though. And maybe the water will just feel that much warmer now. We shall see. How's that feel?
I just started working for him, and he needs to build like.
Is it hotter than you thought or colder than you thought?
That's about what I thought.
I think it's better.
So a really cool thing about the Banos Termanales in Aguas Calientes that there are multiple pools for you to swim in at different water temperatures. So try them all, even the cold one. But wait, is the color a little bit off-putting to you? Here's why you shouldn't worry.
Now when coming to the Banos Termanales in Aguas Calientes, you might think, I don't know if I want to get in that water. It looks pretty gross. It looks like very dirty bathroom water. But you know what? Open your mind a little bit, because when you think about it, what is the properties of hot spring water that makes it so beneficial? It's all of the minerals and rich ingredients that are found here. And from my understanding, the water is just not filtered. It's just the way it should be. So it has the natural colors that spring water would have. Not overly processed for aesthetic reasons, but it still has all the rich healing and relaxation properties that you want in a hot spring, besides just being warm, soothing water. So keep that in mind. And if the smell isn't perfect, hopefully no one's peeing in the water. It's hard to control people to do what they want to do, but it's probably just the minerals and the spring water itself. So don't be turned off by that, because it just makes you know that it's an authentic hot spring water you're actually bathing and relaxing in. That's what you paid to come for, right?
You can also drink some cocktails and alcoholic beverages in the pools, but there's one that definitely caught my eye.
Oh, hey guys. So what you might see here, it might look like a really touristy, fruity, gringo drink, but this is actually a very authentic drink, because you know where we are right now? Aguas Calientes, which is also known as Machu Picchu Pueblo or Machu Picchu Town. And this drink is actually, se llama Machu Picchu. So I had to try it, never tried it before. I asked my host, and apparently it's an actual like real cocktail here. I thought it was just for tourists. No, it's the real thing. Pretty freaking cool, right? Oh my god. That is delicious. It tastes... You know what I think it is? I did different layers. So as you can see, there's green, yellow, and red, making a mixture of like this orange juice, grenadine, I think, and Pisco, which is the alcohol, the Peruvian sort of brandy, like. And I took a sip and I'm like, oh my god, it tastes just like orange juice. I think I just sucked the orange juice layer. So I don't know. It's really cool how they make it to separate the layers, but I don't know the right way to drink it. You have to drink one layer at a time or just mix it all up and ruin the aesthetic. I don't know, but I like orange juice so far. Very good.
After we spent more than sufficient time at the hot springs, we checked out this really cool local event, which was happening on the soccer field, where people were dancing and having a good time with some music. So that's all for this video on Aguas Calientes. Now, of course, when in Aguas Calientes, you have to visit Machu Picchu, which we definitely did. It was so beautiful and lived up to the hype, and this will be the ultimate episode, the final one of the Sacred Valley Adventures. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.